Hi there, welcome to Canister Foods, your #1 canned food producer. Today we want to introduce you to one of our special canned bread products. But first, let me introduce you to some people. Meet Mary here, a hotel owner, and Sean is a ship captain. Peter, an airline owner, and Susan is a hiking expert. They all have a common problem with bread and they desire a strong solution. We asked them, what is their biggest problem with bread? Mary is forced to buy bread almost every day. This is because the life cycle of bread is very short and she always has to provide fresh bread for hotel guests. She is not able to buy bread in bulk for this reason because she cannot stock the bread and use it when she needs it. This creates a lot of headache for Mary on a daily basis. Sean goes out to sea with his crew for as long as 30 days at a time. They are forced to buy bread in bulk that will last for the whole trip. As a result, Sean has to freeze all the bread and unfreeze it when they need it. This takes away from Sean and his crew productivity. And worse, they don't enjoy the bread in the traditional fresh way they would like. Peter has planes that travel across the country and abroad with its crew, transporting clients safely to their destinations. And not being able to stock fresh bread comfortably on the plane, Peter is forced to use more expensive alternatives, or most times even exclude bread from the menu altogether. Susan very often goes hiking and she goes camping, serving as a guide for groups of tourists that visit the country. The hiking and camping more often take longer than 5 days, and as a result, canned food is the obvious solution. Not being able to comfortably stock bread and because of the short life cycle, bread is always excluded from the menu, leaving her and the many tourists forced to eat alternative food supplies just to accommodate the circumstance. For this very reason, Canister Foods has created Canister Bread to help solve this very common problem everyone has with bread and allow bread to remain fresh for up to 3 years. That means Mary will now be able to buy bread in bulk that saves her a lot of money in the long term by simply stocking up her food storeroom, and she can now use canister bread when she needs, in a fresh and tasty condition for the pleasure of all hotel guests. As for Sean, he can now buy the same amount of bread without having to freeze and unfreeze it, avoiding any wastage and more importantly, still enjoy fresh, tasty bread at any time. Now, Peter can stock bread that will last longer on his planes, offering his clients canister bread with their meals and cutting unnecessary expensive alternatives. Susan is now able to pack enough bread for her and the tourists that will last the whole trip, hike and camp. And they can enjoy fresh canister bread every time they have a meal. Canister Bread, presented by Canister Foods, your one-stop shop for long-lasting bread. To place an order, contact us on 041 373 0262.